everyone, welcome back to our Accounting 210. In this video, we continue with our Chapter 10 Accounting Lab. So last time we talked about the problem part, right? So this time we will look at the quiz multiple choice. So let's get started. I want to review all the questions. You have 17 multiple choice. Wow, that's a lot of questions. So let's get started. I still put my note here. Okay, first one, concept question. I don't really want to go over it. I believe my students can get it. Volume variance is just, volume variance is not actual and flexible, right? Actual and flexible budget is called the flexible budget variance. So you should know the answer is false. Next one, I want to do this one with you. ROI. So let's look at some examples together. What color should I use? I use a purple one. Sorry. Okay, I use the purple one. So let's look at. So this is multiple choice, right? Multiple choice. Asking about ROI. Sometimes the question will give you more information than you need. You just need to pick the one that you need, right? ROI is operating income divided by assets. So look at the number. You have all these return. We don't worry with the average. We don't worry rate. We don't worry. We just want to get operating income. Our operating income is 5.4 million. Total assets is 9 million. So if you do the number, should be around 60%, right? I guess it's 60% is 60%. Yeah, cool. The point I want to say is that they give you more than enough information. Don't be confused by the extra number. Next one, capital turnover. Now you should know, right? They give you extra information. Don't worry, turnover. Capital turnover is your sales divided by your assets, I believe. So you can do this one. Human resource department. So you know all this center, right? Human resource. You know all this center. You have to read it by yourself. I told you to read it by yourself. So you know this is the cost center because they don't generate revenue. It's all because based on the cost. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. I want to do this one with you. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this one. Asking you about what? This is a good one. I like it. So let's see, what should we do? Sales bottle 7.5 each, variable cost, fixed cost for the volume of this, and then 57,000. About this, I would spread the flexible budget would reflect the monthly operating income for this, over this, and okay. Sorry about this. Okay, so it's asking you about the flexible budget operating income, right? So we said operating income is your revenue minus variable cost, contribution margin minus fixed cost gives you operating income. Flexible budget is based on your actual number, right? It's based on your actual number. Variable cost is this, fixed cost 35,000 per month for volume of this, and spread for this. Flexible budget reflects monthly operating income of this and what dollar amount. Okay, so I'm not really sure about this one actually. I think flexible budget is just we use the actual output, right? We use the actual output. So they only tell you actual number. I think we just use the actual output. And then your selling price is 7.5 each, variable cost is 2. So that gives you contribution margin is 5.5 each. And then fixed cost, okay? So when you have 15,000 and then 20,000, they are both below the 30,000. They are both below the 30,000 cutoff, right? So if you beyond 30,000, you have to use $57,000 per month. But no matter 15,000 or 20,000, they are both below the 30,000. So they should use fixed cost of 35,000. And then we know the fixed cost is 35,000. So for the 15 bottle, we just time 15,000, we minus 35,000. And then for the 20,000, we use 5.5 times 20,000, we minus 35,000 too. Being honest, I have no idea why I chose this one. I don't really know it's related with a flexible budget, yes or no. But this is how you do it. I'm not going to put this in the exam. So free bonus, right? So let's see, how do you do this? 5.5 times 15,000, and then we minus 35,000. So that gives us 47. This one for the first 47.5, and then 5.5 times 20, we minus 35. So the answer will be this. Okay, the answer will be this. I'm sorry. 3 points. You got these 2 points for free. I have no idea how it's related with the flexible budget, because we definitely just use the actual number. Okay, next one. Asking about your RI, you should be able to do this one. RI is your operating income minus your 7% times your total assets, right? So you can do this one. Next one, employee certification. Employee certification, you know this one, right? So employee is for what? Learning and growth. You got it, learning and growth. Next one, number of rework. I'm not going to do this. I'll leave this to you. Make sure you really know this for perspective. Next one, asking about your sales margin. We don't worry about target return, you know, of this. Sales margin is your operating income divided by your sales. Next one, ROI. ROI, as I say, you don't need to worry about extra information. It's your income divided by your total assets, right? Next one, sales margin. You should know this one also with extra information, just to get the formula. Favorable variance, you know why it's favorable. Read textbook, do it by yourself. RI, why we have so many practice of RI. Next one is a larger. Okay, this asking about what is center, right? What center? Read textbook, you should get this one. Unfavorable flexible budget variance for the variable expense would indicate what? Read the textbook. As long as you understand the logic, you should be able to get this by yourself. Because flexible budget variance is all due to the dollar amount. It has nothing to do with your units, right? It's not fewer units, it's not more units, it has nothing to do with your units. Okay. Next one, talking about turnover, capital turnover, you should know it by yourself. And then ROI, you should know this by yourself. Okay, so quick review. I think this multiple choice definitely give you a good practice for all these measures, right? Remember we said what you need to know in this, what you need to know in this part is you need to know all the calculation. I think multiple choice and the first question of the problem, they are good practice. Balance the scorecard also from multiple choice and the problem. For the variance, I suggest you focus on the summary, you know, I put it here, and also focus on the problem part. I apologize one more time. I have no idea why I put this multiple choice. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, then I think that's all for chapter 10. If you still have some concern, just let me know. But one more time, for the variance, one more time, I promised you last time. So it's actual budget and the budget. So this is called actual, this is called flexible budget, this is called buster budget. This difference is called flexible budget variance. This difference is called volume variance. And then this first variable is always the units. The second variable is the per unit, the price. Okay, so I stop here, and then I see you next time in chapter 11. Thank you.